Charles McCrary, Alabama Power Company. Few individuals have had as large an impact on Birmingham's business community as Charles McCrary. During a career that saw him rise through the ranks at Southern Company over the course of 4 decades and ultimately become CEO of Alabama Power, McCrary's influence was felt not just at the utility, but throughout the local economy.
What I really think is important to understand is of the changes that Charles made, many of them have sustained themselves. And so it helps me think that, and he wasn't making change just for the sake of change, but he was making change to make the business better, to help our employees be better, and to be able to hire better people.
He came in and really having a foot firmly planted in our history, understanding what the history of our company is, which is our DNA, which is so important. He also had a foot firmly planted in that future and what long-term looks like. And a leader that has a foot in both doors generally has the best view in terms of how to make sure we're taking the best of the past and bringing it forward.
McCrary started his career at Southern Company after earning a degree in mechanical engineering at Auburn University. Over the course of his career, he held a number of different roles, including Vice President for Southern Nuclear Operating Company and President of Southern Company Generation.
He knew enough to know what he would do differently if he were the boss.
He was named CEO of Alabama Power in 2001, a role he held until 2014. During his tenure, McCrary left an indelible mark on the power company. One of his biggest was a landmark, mutually beneficial partnership with the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers that has served as a model for utilities around the nation.
We have a strong culture related to our employees, caring for them. We think of it as our work family, and he really leaned into that, not just with our own employees inside our company, but with how he felt about the IBEW and labor. I remember being at Plant Miller, and there was still this culture of us versus them, and at one point during that time period, as part of his leadership, he changed that dynamic. And he did that not just for our company, which was something that just was completely unexpected and welcomed, but unexpected. It was really something that resonated even outside of our company. That legacy still is going on today.
It was special because it didn't offer a lot of opportunities for blockage. You didn't have to argue over things. Charles and Bill Frederick were close enough that they could resolve issues on the front end. The power delivery and power generation guys realized that Charles was really serious about the way to do the work, and everybody just worked together easily, and it was great.
Colleagues said McCrary's leadership style, and often his overlooked sense of humor, served him well while guiding a large organization.
From a leadership style, I think he would tell you that people didn't work for him, he worked for the people. And I think regardless of, if you were custodian staff to, EVP, he treated people the same. And that's what he expected out of others.
One of the signs he had in his office that he would pop up on screens when we were in leadership meetings was a saying that stuck with all of us. And it was, no results plus excuses equals no results. It's a simple equation. And that really personifies the way he led, which was high accountability, high results, making sure we were delivering not just for our own employees, but our customers.
He can be direct and candid, which can be humbling, but sometimes the things you need to hear, but he cares about people and he doesn't take himself too seriously.
One indicator of McCrary's business acumen was how often he was called to serve, often in leadership roles, on critical boards. He's been a board member of Regions Financial Corporation, Mercedes-Benz U.S. International, Protective Life, and the Auburn University Board of Trustees, among several others. McCrary also wasn't afraid to be a vocal advocate for progress in Metro Birmingham.
He was a coalition builder, I think, in a lot of different aspects, particularly, he grew up in Birmingham and Alabama, and I think people had ideas of where they wanted to see Birmingham and the state go, but kind of wasn't really happening. So I think, he was direct in that some things needed to be done and changed in order to move forward.
Birmingham is the shadow of our headquarters, and Charles played a critical role along with a handful of leaders, some that are being honored along with Charles today in terms of really making sure they were caretakers of their backyard.
Outside of the corporate world, McCrary also shaped a number of nonprofit and educational organizations, another way his legacy continues to be felt in the Magic City.
We see the impact of Charles's legacy every day, whether it's in our company, across the state, and in our communities, so it's an honor to be a part of recognizing him today. It's a well-deserved recognition.